Yes, hello. I was wondering if you could play that song again.
Which one, man?
The one that goes beep, 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 beep,
No, man, you're thinking of.
낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 하는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 그런 반전 있는 여자 너는 나에는 너만큼 따라놓은 그런 거리 시기 돌아내 원샷 때리는 언어 그런 선어
Chicken and chips. Chicken and chips. Chicken and chips. Oh, it's chicken and chips. That's the chips. It's the chicken and chips. What's for dinner? Chicken and chips. What's for dinner? Chicken and chips. I'm getting bored, man. Chicken and chips. Actually, now I really want some chicken and chips. Oh, chicken and chips. No demand with chicken and chips. Oh, you know right? Chicken and chips. There's the chicken and chips. Chicken and chips.
Alright, enough of that. What's that? We're gonna finish it today. Oh my god. Okay, seriously, this game is like... This game is crazy. Well, of course it is. Come a long way to the end of this hellhole. And we're finally gonna finish it today. We are gonna finish the court case, and we're gonna find that one dude, I don't know. To be honest, I really didn't see this twist coming. I did not. Alright, let's go. Mr. Powers, please. Did I say Mr. Powers? Oh god. Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Right away. The second time. I completely forgot what I did on Monday. Oh, I need to bring a chair closer. Okay. Second time. This time, I was in the hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Carita's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin. I'm sure of it. I mean... You mean... Oh, thank you very much. That is all we need for now. Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then we shall see. So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, ha. This is no laughing matter. Oh, I got me a... In that case, if that bellboy was the assassin, it would be very bad for us. But he really is the assassin, you know? Yes, but you can't give in yet. If you want to prolong this trial for as long as possible, you're going to have to pull some cheap tricks on this one. Alright. I already know what cheap trick I'm gonna pull. We're gonna press everything. And what time was it? Oh, well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8 p.m., right? I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that, and then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 p.m. by that time? You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers? Just sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congratulations. So, came out of the room. Hold it. Are you sure it was the same bellboy? Yeah. And how could you tell? All the bellboys wore the same uniform after all. But, you see, well, he had those stitches in his face. Ugh. So, I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt. So, which room did the bellboy come out of? Of course. The victim's room, huh? Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, alright. Words cannot describe how screwed I am. Let's continue with the testimony, shall we? So what exactly was so out of place about him? Right. Why the insipid grin? Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next. Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart and he wasn't holding a tray either. You call that a little strange too, wouldn't you? Is there anything that, A little strange too, would you? I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or... Alright, let's save here. We're gonna try and pull a fast one. There is nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really, really is. There really, really isn't. If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There is no reason for him to be empty-handed. Ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Edgeworth. Are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? I see. Very well. This court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please. Yes, sir. That was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of a guest room empty-handed. Hold on. Okay. So. In the hallway right after the murder. Right, that's the Nickel Samurai. Hey Rin, what is up? So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed? Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand. And there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it. Oh, look. Hey Charlie, what's up? That's what I meant. Hey Charlie. I keep forgetting. Bottle of juice and a wine glass on it. Juice? What kind of juice? I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice. If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now. Should you? No, or if you want to, but it's not Halloween anymore, so... Some sort of proof, I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now. Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record. It's called Twitch or Twitter, I don't know. Do we press the bellboy himself? No. Oh, yup! How many times have I fucked up? No, that was the first time. Mr. Powers. Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But, isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches and... So, a baseball has stitches? Are you saying that all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? Well, there's also, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. This is the crime scene. There is a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Kurita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you will look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here, anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Kurita's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left. But that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room. Oh my god. But can you prove that Mr. Kurita was already dead at that time? Mr. Edgeworth? Yes? I blame you for leading me down this route. Oh my god, screw you. I am terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? Well, yes, I have hands. The bellboy is empty-handed. Or should I say, empty-handed? It seems the bellboy was empty-handed. Or should I say, empty-handed? I'm sorry. I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Huh? What? That bellboy. He was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black. Leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier? Sorry, it slipped my mind. Oh, why does this make the bellboy look really suspicious? Alright, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones. So, a football is made of leather? Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather? Oh my god, where are you going with this? But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy. It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest? Oh yes, please tell us more. Okay. Their second meeting. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door. Just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy left without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room? Yeah, I kinda saw that by accident. Some accident? I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven. I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, let's go through it first. Gave something to the person inside the room. The old guy left without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom, then back to my seat. Well, Mr. Power's testimony just now is as vague as this first. It's a little troublesome, isn't it? Did I get any new animations? No. I have been thinking about it, though. I have. A little troublesome, isn't it? But I'm sure if you press them enough, everything will become clearer. Although, that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it? Talk about a lose-lose situation. I should go one where I raise my middle finger. Maybe. That'll be funny. Angel Bird. I'm gonna call it that. I like that. Alright. The old guy just left without even going into the room? But this is making me think he did go into the room. Because the tray with the tomato juice. So, I'm not 100% sure about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I am wrong. Hold it! Is that what you saw while you were busy spying? Excuse me? Or maybe a poor underpaid action star. But even I wouldn't stoop to spying. Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers? Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye and a sort of sneaky smile, like... I knew he was spying! Please, does it really matter if he was doing it underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know. Yeah, this guy right here. Well, Powers. What do you think of his name, huh? Will Powers. Alright. I said hold it. Actually, I'm gonna wait on doing this poll. I said hold it! Okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Powers Afton? Oh, William Afton! Oh boy. Oh god. Oh boy. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, okay. I should probably ask him one more question, only one question at a time. Alright, alright, we're gonna have the save file loaded. We're gonna ask one question at a time. Ask about this person inside. So, who took this something the bellboy handed off? What new emotes? I was thinking one of him screaming, and per your request, one of him flipping the bird. And, I was thinking about one, I don't know. Oh, wait. I think I have an email list, and no, I do have an email list in my Google Docs. Pat, basically him being patted on the head. Ooh woo, it's just him being woo faced. Laugh, and slap, him being slapped. Then scared. You guessed it, him being scared. And Pug. You know how that would go. Alright, actually, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Only an arm? Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face. Make sure. What do you mean? What do you mean confusion animation? Oh, like this? Like that? You didn't see the person's face? Yeah. What did you have in mind, Ren? Oh, right. You mean like this? You mean like this? That's what you mean? Alright. Well, it was Mr. On Guard's room, correct? So it could have only been Mr. On Guard himself, I'd say. And then, what did the bellboy do after that? Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing, then the old guy just left without even going into the room. I think there's a little thing called mic boost. So, mic boost, okay, I think you have to do it when you're actually streaming, though. Where did this bellboy go after he left Mr. On Guard's room? He opened up the door to Viola Hall. Went in there, and who knows after that, right? I do. Did you see anything strange, suspicious, or just out of the ordinary at the time? Oh yeah, I saw that one thing. Alright, hold on. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, okay? Okay, alright. Alrighty then. Oh yeah, I saw that one thing. What? You saw something else? There was this jittery alien with a ray gun. He was watching Juan's door like some sort of stalker. I think we forget about the alien. Well, Mr. Power's testimony, oh god. Oh man, I don't know. Alright. I guess I'll do a poll while I'm at it. Zoom into poll. Yeah, Maya. Said hold it. That's about something. He gave something to this person? Yeah. Yeah, of course you're gonna choose Maya. And what was the something? If I remember what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I? But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. I don't know. They're all too good. They're all too good for this world. I love all of them. Something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers? I think it was something kinda small. I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the Bobo left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yeah, Pearl. But I love Mia for her character. I really love Mia. Yeah. Alright. Yes, it was just like that. Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really that important? Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client. Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off. Well, okay, let's see. What? I think it was... No... If you remember, please add it to your testimony. Yes, sir. If I saw it again, I could say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue. Wooden statue. I'm doing one right now. Oh boy. Should I put Mo the Clown on there? Hold on. I'll end the poll right now, and I'm gonna revise this poll. Thinking, hold on. Still thinking! Who's annoying? Alright, I only changed one. Well, since Richard Wellington was a minor character. Alright. Mo the Clown, Wendy Oldbag, Mike Meekins, Lotta Hart, and Von Karmas. Wooden statue? Yep, this. The Von Karmas. What was the point of that pregnant pause? I'm gonna vote on this poll. What was the point of that pregnant pause? Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor. What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes. Okay, Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, the something you saw... Was it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. I recall we found this at Madame Guard's mansion. The defendant's house? What does this mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the killer assassinated Juan Carita in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. Then the bear being found at Mr. Ungard's mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Ungard is the killer's client. Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, this is the most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No. It's alright. Your judgment was sound. Well, yeah, I mean... I'm already planning to play Ori and the Blind Forest after this, so... Yeah, it's on the list. Alright, get this poll out of here. It's alright, your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shut into the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. I almost forgot that he knew about it too. I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial. I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please. Yes, Mr. Wright? There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. To make sure we don't fail. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? I'm thinking the bear itself. maybe the bear itself. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. The bear? Mr. Right? This was found at Mr. Enguarde's mansion. However, Mr. Engarde was arrested at the hotel that night. Which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Oh. I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It is not possible that Mr. Engarde took this... That it was Mr. Engarde who took this bear to his mansion. Oh, why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken this bear home. Ugh. Disaster averted. Oh, God. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Huh? I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Engarde's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. I can't believe it. That butler. All this time, he was the killer. Interrupted. Yeah, but between Turnabout Sisters in the first game and this case, yeah. Yeah, definitely. All this time, it was the killer. The killer and Engarde were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding out on Guard Mansion as its butler. What a bold move! The bear figurine was brought back to Engarde Mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Engarde had him do so. I assumed because it would have been bad if had the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much! Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I have to try. I have to find something else. What will you do now, Mr. Wright? Do you plan to expose a clearly shaky place in Mr. Power's testimony? Oh, what? There's still another one? There is indeed, Your Honor. It's quite a questionable point. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. Plot twist, it was the janitor? I'd say Power's testimony, since he brought it up. Mr. Power's testimony, of course. Huh? I know my testimony was kind of shaky, but... Your inanity stupefies me, Mr. Wright. We have already clarified all questionable points during the cross-examination just now. Ugh. Wasting time like this, calling the testimony questionable. I'd say it's your head that's questionable here. Ah! Person who received the bear. There was one thing in Mr. Power's testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. He gets summoned to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear. We can't be sure of... I have no idea why I did that. The fuck? Ah, Jesus. I don't know what's going on anymore. What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're gonna scream like that, at least give us a good reason why. Oh, yeah, sorry. Actually, okay, I remembered. I remembered who took the bear. What? Really? I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm. It was the Nickel Samurai's arm. I swear it. You've gotta be kidding! In all caps. Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. Order! Order! It looks like you've dug your own grave. Yet again. How many times is that today? Oh, I've lost count. So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And, as we all know, man on guard is the Nickel Samurai. Thanks to the defense, we've made that all the clearer. I think we've heard enough. And I forgot to export yesterday's VOD. The end is never. Alright, it's exporting right now. I'll be on the VOD channel in like an hour or two. I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion. As well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Okay, I don't know why I keep changing the judge's voice like this. I mean, a bit similar, but very different, you know? Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Man on Guard. I see no reason for this trial to continue, therefore I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you cannot win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Any last objections, Mr. Wright? When was the last time we saved? Yeah, we saved here. Well, do I? What should I do? Either we hear the verdict or we raise the objection. Raise the objection. No, that's my verdict. There is only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine for the assassin. I yawn too much. And reason number two, that very same figurine was found at On Guard Mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. What are you saying? What I am saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. The real client? Yes. Tisk. He said it again. Is this all you have? Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say the killer's real client and therefore the real murderer? Adrian Andrews? Yes, we already know that you tried to frame him out on guard for the crime. By wearing a Sprandal samurai costume. Ah! Then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw? That could have very well been Miss Andrews. But what about Mr. On Guard? If you would please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. On Guard's mansion, it was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. What is with this trial? Come on, anyone can tell On Guard did it. I can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin the guilt onto someone else. Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty, it's murder of all things. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. Oh my god, even Mia's looking at me like Mia, please don't look at me like that, I love you. Order! 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 All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. Your Honor. Look, for the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to On Guard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. And who would that be? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself. I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, March 23rd, 11:54 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Told you I agree, Mr. Lawyer. What, you don't want to hear the end of it, Ren? No? Huh? Okay then. Well, thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. Okay, you're gonna stay. Okay. I don't hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt onto Adrian. That's where this demon will pay. Mr. Nick. Pearls? Where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. A really strong power? Your night exile will kick in anyway? No. Oh, I see. Oh! Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is... It's from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Ugh, that's good, pal. And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more time! If we just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But I have just run out of luck this time? But have I just run out of luck this time? Is all I hope for naught? A tent! Huh? A tent? I could see a circus tent? Mia! It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. So it was Maya that called you away. She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe! Is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The Very Big Circus. Maya's somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map. About a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry! And? I can see a mailbox under the window just outside. Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay, what else? What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. I feel like I was in an old office building. Maybe the 3rd floor or so. I heard her. An old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Alright, go get him, Gumshoe. Good luck. I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Alright. Mia! Maya's not hurt, right? She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Gumshoe, please hurry! Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. No. Okay, please don't cry for me, next door neighbor. No, Maya's gonna make it. I know she's gonna make it. Alright, 12:05 p.m. Court will now reconvene. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Well, of course I have. You have seen it before? That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets? All right. Oh. Why? Why does she? All right, here we go. The bear figurine. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center, it's a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it? Yes. Looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. It looks like there really was someone in that bear after all. The bear figurine. We don't know anything about this figurine, so we should try to find out more for now. Yeah, I'll keep pressing for more information. A puzzle? That's right.
But it looks like an ordinary figure.
Yeah, true enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this is a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? So you can take it apart? And how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in.
Oh, yes, I see. Up the anus.
After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Oh, this is most interesting.
A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. Oh god. Oh my god, he's still going.
Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on.
I think he's lost it. He's like me. So, what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. Huh? It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
Then this was a present from you?
You think the judge is the most annoying character? Oh god. Alright, that's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan. So it was a present from Miss Andrews. Witness, let's continue with her testimony. Oh no, the most dumb. Okay, the most dumb. Heh, I'd say. So, who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle? Well, only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland. So I doubt there are that many people with the same bear in this country.
But this looks like it can be easily broken. Especially if someone wanted to get at what's inside.
Well, it's a toy. But it can never be the same again once it's been broken. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. Something that irks me. Jewelry. Who else knows that this bear or is actually a small container or jewelry box? I never told anyone. And as long as one never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew. The two of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. On Guard didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm gonna get from now. Alright. A wooden puzzle with a hollow inside. Only Karita and Andrews know how to open it. Well, Mr. Wright? I think even you have come to realize... Huh? That there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. You are not a clown, you are the entire circus. The spare is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box?
What's inside?
That's right. That's what we are going to find out next. Witness. Yes? You're the only one who can open this. Please. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now as she solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart. I've opened it. What's inside? Is this what you wanted?
What is that? It looks like a note.
I don't think we need to guess out what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note.
A suicide note?
The suicide note left by Juan Carrera's former manager, Celestin Pax. So it was there this whole time, huh? Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Carita himself. It seems Celeste Impact's a very beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide. Order! Witness! Did you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anywhere. Because it had already been taken by the killer. Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right. At least, that's what I would think. Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much, just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it, for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow her to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud. Very well. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her notes, Celeste Impacts left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by Ungard. About being engaged to Carita, and Ungard's role in destroying that. And about how she decided in her despair to end it all. And that's all Miss Impacts had to say. Jesus. There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Ungard. Then what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. I deny the murder. Paul was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word! Man Ungard values, above all else, his refreshing like a spring breeze image. Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost! Found inside the figurine. It tells of Ungard's horrible misdeeds. It's Ungard's fault that woman killed herself. And this time he even went so far as to kill someone to stop him from revealing that. How terrible, what a selfish person. I guess there are slimeball lawyers out there who will defend these creeps too. Oh god. There's no room for doubt here. Mr. the Killer's client's goal was to obtain the suicide note. Oh my god, everyone's still talking. And the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house. It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. Oh, how am I supposed to escape from this one? Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I know. I have to carry on and buy some more time. Okay, there are two deadly pieces of evidence. The figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of this situation through one of those. The gavel is already in the judge's hand, Phoenix. Hurry! Suicide note or the figurine, which one of these should I pursue? I'm gonna go the note? Okay. Please wait, Your Honor. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it. It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook. I think Your Honor believes that man on guard killed in order to obtain this note. Yes, that is correct. But that seems a little strange. Oh my god, everybody's still talking, being so rude. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. This note was hidden by Mr. Kurita until the night of the murder. If that is the case, I say that man on guard could not have known what was written on this note. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. Exactly, but I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said. Order, order, order! You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? It was just a flash, but I think he did rather well in this one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Huh? The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. What is that? It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Spying? What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession. Man on guard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They went so far to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. And? The victim, Juan Carrito, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than man on guard. Order! Order! Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? You. Don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. Well, sort of. Sorry. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stiff piercing. But this camera that I have is not that same one. Last night, I searched the victim's house on a hunch, using this Gumshoe's bug sweeper. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. Man on guard's fingerprints were on there? Well, Phoenix, it looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. On-Guard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. And everyone's talking again. Hey, now what's that lawyer thinking? Mommy? Is that man the bad killer guy? Stop, don't look at him! The way he's sweating is just so nasty. Oh my god, now someone brings it up. Phoenix. Yes, Chief? Have you figured out what you're going to do next yet? What I'm going to do next? Does running away like a frightened child work? I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case. But, in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Well, what is it, Mia? There is a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. Something he should investigate? I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance. Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Alright, I think this time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? What is this piece of evidence that Mia's talking about? Can I figure out what is that still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go? Yes, present evidence. I have an objection, Your Honor. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright. Your Honor! The defense has no intention of letting this go so easily! You are beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. Huh? In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said? So you're telling me that I forgot something. You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence. The suicide note. That is Miss Impact's suicide note, right? Huh. Well, who knows? I mean, sure, the suicide note was found inside this bear. But this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on the suicide note is yet to be analyzed. Oh. So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impact or not, that is yet to be even remotely confirmed. Mr. Wright, you can't be seriously suggesting, Mr. Wright. Are you saying that the suicide note is a fake? Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Ungard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it in this bear? How dare you! Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There's no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. Oh god. What if this is a fake? Then the witness is the only person who could have made it! What? Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself! Ah, and her glasses broke. Again. Miss Andrews! You wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt on guard. I did no such thing. Right. If you're going to pronounce the suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. Oh god, here we go again. Oh god. Mr. Edgeworth? You were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. Yeah, thank you. I gotta hydrate. Yeah, this is... I mean... One point yeah, I think I needed it, but at the same time I didn't. But yeah, without my yelling and all, yeah. That's enough! Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on the suicide note? It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting has yet to be analyzed. If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible. Impossible. That's impossible! This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate. And write analysis my butt. That's just a lawyer trying to buy more time. On guard is guilty! Look, any can tell you that. I think we've reached the end of the line. Guilty! 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 Eh? What is that sound? It's Gumshoe! Hello, Gumshoe? In the middle of court? What is with him? And what's with that sigh? Where's Vile? What happened to the killer? He got away. What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to you. I really do. Anyway, what's going on? We found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone. This is terrible. I'm gonna keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time. But don't tell me we don't. We don't have any more. Guilty! 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 Oh god, I am not gonna say that too much. Do you hear that? They're calling for his head! Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. You can't do that! Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. I am about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch! Oh boy. Mr. Edgeworth. Please, you gotta buy us some more time. Court is in session. You horse biscuit. You horse biscuit. You horse biscuit. I might as well stick a knife up your dick. Right into the small hole. Or no, maybe a fencing épée. I'm gonna stick a fencing épée right in your little dick hole. Why, yes, friend, you may join me. Anyways, back to the game. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying? Mr. Wright, this is a court of law! I'm sorry, Your Honor, but... I am reluctant to do this, however. It appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. This time I really can't do anything. Oh, God. What are we supposed to do? What do we do? Court is now adjourned for the day. Man, fuck my life. Eh? Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time. For what purpose? We can perform the necessary test on this piece of evidence in that time? Can we also... But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe we can, Your Honor. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourn for today and then reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes! Please, Your Honor. That's all I am asking for. Please, Your Honor! Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. Alright, March 23rd, 2:04 p.m. District Court Fan Lobby number 3. Right, well, what's going on with my situation? The killer. It looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find her in that time. Oh wait, hold on. Report! Is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time, just spit it out! Right. It looks like we've just missed him, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away. A few things? Can we use any of them as evidence? I thought you'd ask, pal. Huh? I've got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over. Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. Look, I'm really sorry, sir, but I gotta put the law on hold for now. Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this. Seriously, I want him to get his ass over here. With my hunk of junk car, I'd say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. Alright, just get here in one piece. One piece. I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir! No one! I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light! Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them. Among them? That will be decisive enough to end this. What the? Oh god. Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me! No one can There's no way in hell! There's no way in hell! What happened? It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well. What was he thinking? We've got to hurry and call for help! But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. No! We can't let that happen! Well, if there's a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance. Why? Why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? Is there a way? Is there a way? Is there a way? Do you know the way? Oh, there is a way. That's right, there is a way. What? How? I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this. Why are you bringing up Francisca at a time like... Oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. Chances are slim, but she's all we have. Francisca. Will she even want to help us? Edgeworth. What is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. But what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say, defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not. that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. The verdict. Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yes, bailiff. There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent. They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. Ah, shit, we're really coming down to the wire here, aren't we? Alright. This is the end. 2:35 p.m. Let's go. Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready? Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, I feel the same way. I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? That is... Oh, it's nothing, Your Honor. What's wrong with Edgeworth? It looks like something just unexpected just happened to him. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impact's suicide note. Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that the suicide note is a forgery. What? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This note was not written by Miss Impacts herself. It is a fake! Order, 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 Mr. Edgeworth! Would you care to explain what is going on? If this was not written by Miss Impacts, then who wrote it? We would need more time to do a more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Carita. Mr. Carita? Well, it looks like Miss Impacts never left a suicide note at all. She never wrote anything about On Guard. However, Your Honor, even though the suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. On Guard could not have known that, and so that facts remain unchanged. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it. That does sound very plausible. This theory that On Guard had no idea that the suicide note was a fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. Alright, the first choice. Death Album 4. The defense believes that the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. Argyle to not have known it was a fake. And here is me free. Oh, what is this little item called again? A video camera, Your Honor. Well, a very small one, but... Oh, that's right, a camera. You kids and your fancy toys nowadays. Mr. Edgeworth, earlier you claimed that Mr. On Guard knew of the existence of this note because he was spying on the victim. Isn't that right? If that were true, then it means Mr. On Guard would have known that the victim had forged the note. Ah! So then, the defendant knew the suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way. Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. On Guard's motive for murder was, it has suddenly disappeared into thin air. But Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. On Guard monitored Mr. Carita 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. On Guard didn't know of. Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, it looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave. As I figured. Huh? As you figured? As I figured. It came down to this after all. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, you are not making any sense. When I heard the results of the handwritten analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Ungard's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle. Well, I agree with you there. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time. Oh, well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual. Edgeworth stuttering? This is not like him at all. Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth? This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of, who was it that hired Shelley to kill her to commit murder? That's impossible! Who in the... No such person exists! Who can answer that question with such certainty? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth, who is this witness? It's, yes, go on, who is it? The man himself, Mr. Shelley the Killer. Oh, Mr. the Killer. Wait! Shelley the Killer! Oh my god. Oh my god, that's... Oh my god. That is a stupid gag. Like, they say something and they don't... Look, they say the thing and they don't really mind, but then they realize what they just said and they're like, wait! This dude... That's stupid. That is a stupid joke. Oh, I love it. You mean, the killer? I mean the assassin? I mean the murderer? I mean the homicidal maniac? I mean the unaliver boy? I mean the blackened? I mean the true culprit? I mean the guilty party? I mean the angel membrane? Yes, Your Honor. He's coming here? To the witness stand? Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission. Well, Mr. Wright? Yes? Is this alright with you? Do I have a choice here? Do I? I don't know, Charlie, I don't know. I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. I wonder if it really is alright to do this. Very well then. The prosecution calls its witness to the stand. Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us? Now the witness. Your name and your, occupation, please. I, uh, 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 I, I got nothing. Yeah, I got nothing. This bastard. Very good, sir. My name is Shelly the Killer, and I am a professional assassin. I say, what is going on here? Your Honor. How can you remain so calm, and what is the meaning of this two-way radio? Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. the Killer will testify to this court. So this must be what that urgent phone call he got earlier was about. Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. the Killer himself. Where's the radio demon when you need him? Yeah. Where's Roxanne the Wolf when you need her? Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are in fact Shelly the Killer. Should I try and sound like Alistair here? Oh, I understand. Oh, please wait a second. I'm... Oh, shit! Oh, shit! I'm... so... hungry. Maya! Maya! A voice! Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this? The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelly the Killer. It looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so, Now then, witness. There is one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else. And what would that be? At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Carita. Is this correct? It is as you say. Well, I did indeed kill Mr. Carita. Ooh. Now then, now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client. Very well. This is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it, a bad dream. Or maybe I'm just in some visual novel game. Shelly the Killer. Alistair the Radio Demon. What is he going to say? But my client... There is something I must first state. I happened to see a little fiasco in a picture show, and I just couldn't resist. What a performance! I haven't seen anything like that since the stock market crash of 1929! So many orphans. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. I don't know. How's that Alistair impression? I don't know. Mr. the Killer seems to be a very clever man. Definitely Alice. Mr. the Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us. I got it right? Cool. While he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief. You mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing? It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness? Yes, Your Honor. There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix. Hold it! We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us your client's... I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what this word Fast means... Sorry. Go on. Well, it appears this is one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright. It's only because you don't know about my situation. Oh my god, even the radio's moving by itself. The trust between you and your clients. I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome. And that is why you're testifying in this manner? You're not gonna get any sleep? Oh god. I'm sorry. This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the killer name. He literally just said the. I must preserve the killer name so my clients can trust me. Like, couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust? It has never happened before, but if it ever did... yes? That person wouldn't be my client for very long. They would certainly, Okay, that's enough. Please, no more. Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway. And that is the reason I am here today on the witness stand. It is my... oh, hold on. That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this will be very bad for them. It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role. Her role? This person tried to implicate another in the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven. You? Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty? The gentleman who spoke just now. Excuse me, but would you care to die? Oh my god. No, I didn't say anything. The judge had better watch himself. Alright, we understand, so please tell us the name of your client. I'm afraid I cannot do that. I still have a few things to say before I do. That egomaniacal. It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You would be surprised. Yeah. You won't live very long if you let everything bother you. Somehow, that coming from an assassin makes it less that comforting. I don't really care about all this extra fluff, just tell us the name already. Patience. Try to calm down a little. It's important to try and understand his mindset. He seems very steadfast and close. We're gonna have to work to get him to talk. I'm not a therapist, you know. No! Wait, what? Hold on. I want to read that. We already pressed the second and third. Hold on, let's go. The trust between you and your client? I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet and about me and my identity. I'm sounding like Porky Pig. These are the roles and duties an assassin and his client are to carry out. I'm sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had already broken the rules. A person who frames another is the worst kind of human. And that's why you feel you can betray this person. I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role. Just my luck, an assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured? Oh, you wouldn't be surprised. Oh, okay. Now that everyone, you think you can understand my logic? This case just keeps getting better and better. If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed. Everyone understands your point, I think. Really. In that case, I believe I'm prepared to disclose the information you seek. You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready. Excellent. That seems a little strange to me. Client already broken the rules. Okay, let's start this again. Oh, I do believe it's about time I reveal the name of my client, don't you agree? What is it? Oh no, I can't bring myself to ask the client's name. If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness? What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Karita? That person's name is... Oh, God. Adrian Andrews. What? Witness! That's not who you told me it was earlier! Right, tell. What are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews. What? I don't know this case anymore. This can't be! On the phone earlier! What's going on here? My guess is that Mr. the Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back. Stabbed Edgeworth in the back? I'm sure in order to get an audience with this court, Mr. the Killer told him a different name. Man on guard, perhaps. I knew it. This is outrageous! I was deceived! This witness is telling a very serious lie! But you were the one who summoned this witness. You, Shelly the Killer! My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is mad on God, am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal. Huh. Huh. Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this. Yeah. What are we supposed to do? The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided the suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his clients. Mr. the Killer's client who requested the murder was not the defendant at all. No. No. With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Mad on Guard is innocent. Oh, God. I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please continue your discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict. Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately. What now? The way this is going, our girl will be found innocent. This may be our last chance. Save Maya. Yeah. But Edgeworth is right. The killer is lying. And on guard, my client. I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself if I win this? Hey Rachel, what's up? Man, we have really come to you're late. Anyways, we have really come to yeah, oh shit, really? Oh man. Man, alright. Well, let me tell you, Rachel, I don't know what else to tell you than we're really coming down to the wire. I don't know if we're gonna win or lose this case. Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant? Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question this witness. Shelley the Killer is certainly lying under oath. It wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please, that testimony just now. It was all one big lie. Miss Andrews. Look, we're trying to get Mr. On Guard found guilty. We're really trying that. We're not trying to get him found innocent. Miss Andrews, the suicide note may have been a fake. But that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now, you have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie. But Mr. the Killer himself has testified. Matt's Pats. It's just a theory. But Mr. Killer himself has testified. He has named you as his clients. No, that's not true. Also, there is quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife and button donning the nickel samurai costume. But that's... You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste Impax was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead. No. Mr. Wright. You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please, help me. Yes, I know the truth. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any follow words or opinions. We're at the wire. I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? Continue the trial. Phoenix. I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept I'm not guilty. You are a lawyer. I know. But the man on guard is a killer. A murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I am no better than on guard. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the facts. That it is because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten on guard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. His trust? I never thought about it until now. I trust him? Yes, you do. Mr. Wright, your opinion, please. The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. the Killer. Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright? Right. But that witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done. I'm not done yet. To see through witnesses' lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor. There's still more evidence to look at. And I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur. Very well, the trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please reestablish connection with Mr. the Killer. Right away, Your Honor. Has a verdict been reached? Well, before that, we would like to talk with you a little more. About? All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for? Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done. What is he talking about? Usually done. But. I sound like Candace. What shall we have him testify about now? Mr. the Killer, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail. You legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court? As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime, while pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene. Oh, he tried to do Perry. Oh, I get it. Okay. Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Carita was dead. Even more appalling is the creation and planning of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when I said my clients had broken the rules.
This is a most unexpected turn of events for the, fifth time now? However, this time, everything has finally been revealed.
Just a second, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
We still have a cross-examination to do.
But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, the defense will question the witness. As if I have a choice here.
Huh? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize the testimony, then
I'll expose the lies in that oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose.
no, I don't understand what's going on anymore. Oh, well, that makes two of us. Actually, that makes three of us. I don't understand it.
Alright. Okay, correction. That makes four of us. Ren is confused too.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
If I press him the wrong way, it might raise suspicions on his end. But I have to do something to waste more time. Witness, about requesting a hit? Yes. How much is your fee? Why does the killer... I think this is the killer's transceiver, Yeah, I don't know. He's calling from somewhere else. I don't know. I see you are also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial. Ah! No! I'm nothing of heart, Mr. Yes!
You wanna kill me? You want me dead? Don't you?
You stupid guns! What? Why would you think something like that? You're the guilty, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You are guilty! Witness. Let's continue. And, okay, I'm gonna be honest, my water bottle is empty. So, I'm gonna go ahead and refill it. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, okay? Alright. Okay. already hydrated while I was refilling, so... Why did you disclose the name of your client? They are your client, are they not? One thing I can simply... Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. the Killer. What is the meaning of that attitude? When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea how awkward it happened.
How do you know that?
From this wine glass, Your Honor.
The glass?
Mr. the Killer's supposed client thought Mr. Carita only fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim.
But isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan?
Well, that is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planted, they would never have left their fingerprints behind.
Oh, well, I see your point, Mr. Edgeworth. What is your opinion?
Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon? Isn't it a waste of time? Isn't it a waste of time to ask such about a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, correct? I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client as you claim, then your client should have had your client should have had knowledge of Mr. Carita's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all. That proves it. How strange.
Yes?
Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation? Phoenix, if the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in real trouble. Yeah, I know. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence.
Sorry. Well, that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you.
Anyway, I am positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning whether the request was taken. Very well. Right now, I have to buy us more time. While we wait for the items to go left behind to get here, I just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items. This trial has taken very long to finish. Request taken. This request came to me about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the awards ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I made no mistakes.
So you physically met your client, huh?
That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion.
Oh, I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Well, there doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around. You have to draw more information from it, but you can't draw suspicion. If you can do that, you should be able to find a flaw in this testimony somewhere. Talk about a delicate balance. 1 week ago? Are you sure? Yes, I am quite sure. I, of course, have my own preparations, and I was barely able to finish. When you request my services, Mr. Attorney, I hope you will keep that in mind. Please. Stop. In any case, my client this time had a very specific date and time in mind. A specific date and time? Did you ask why on that specific night? No. I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request. But as for why, I only had my suspicions.
Your suspicions, huh?
Press further.
So what are these suspicions you had?
Why did your client request that night? I'm sure it was all for the bear. The bear? My client spoke of it. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine in Juan Carreta's room. I would like you to retrieve that item for me.
You must be talking about this bear puzzle. Inside that figurine was a suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning to publicly disclose its contents at the press conference after all.
That's correct.
And if I had not done the job that night, I would not have known what that bear figurine was. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance? I would say, Well, it was not important. What the killer said sounds plausible, but in the end, it's just his conjecture. No, Your Honor, I don't think it's very important. Well then, witness, please continue. So you physically met Adrian Andrews, right?
Of course I did.
What was that? What was with the brief pause? Press further.
Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details.
I always meet my clients in a matter of principle. As a matter of principle. I have never taken a request by telephone or mail.
And why is that?
That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye. Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance? Of course, it was very important, Your Honor. If Mr. the Killer met his client before the murder, then it's unlikely he is mistaken. So you're saying that his client really was Adrian Andrews? I guess so. It was not important. Why he meets his clients is not important, and that wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions.
What do you mean by that?
My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person?
I have already told you, Mr. Wright, I did.
It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him. That's when I thought I could trust this person as a client. It's true what they say about talking face to face. Yes, it was very important. If I heard what I think I heard just now, yeah, I heard it too. He said him, not her. Him, not her. Then I think I've got it. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was of the utmost importance.
Oh, really? If that's the case.
Witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony.
Very well.
From the moment I saw him... From the moment I saw him... Alright, I'm going to present Adrian's profile. She is female. John Doe, Shelley the Killer.
Yes. I would like to go over this one more time.
You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time?
Yes, that is correct.
And that's when you thought he was trustworthy?
How many times must I repeat myself?
Ah, yes, that is correct.
I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale. Oh, what? Shelley the killer? You have never met the real Adrian Andrews. Why would you say that? Because you made one very big slip up. About her. So what is the issue? What did you just say now? About her? If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she is a woman. Oh, and he's broken. He is broken. Order in the court, Mr. Wright. What is the meaning of this? This witness testified to the following. That he always meets face to face with his clients when taking their request. But he has never met Adrian Andrews in person. Yes, Your Honor. That is exactly the point. That means Mr. the Killer's client could not have been Mr. Adrian Andrews. Yeah, I got nothing.
Oh no, had to be oil. Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake? And why the fuck is this transceiver sweating?
I believe if it has to do with her name, Your Honor.
Her name?
Yes, Adrian Andrews is, without a doubt, a very androgynous name.
Yes, I see.
Unluckily for Mr. the Killer, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender, and so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with.
What? What is going on? Shelley the Killer! This court demands an explanation!
I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another. So does that mean you remember something different now? Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more. I was just going to spit out more lies.
Very well, but this time, please give us the truth and nothing but the truth.
Request taking Pato 2. Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. There have been times when I took a job without having met my client. The request was for the murder of Juan Carita and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I felt my client to be a man.
So you took this job through a letter?
He didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony, which means he is definitely lying. Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us. I know. I can't make him suspicious, but I think we're okay. Like, we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me. No matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it.
Now then, let's begin the cross-examination.
Wow, bow, 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 bow. Let's look at his profile. Pretty much reached the end of our rope here. Huh? Seems like we're still okay to me. And that's exactly what is so bad. At the rate we're going, we will end up completely destroying the killer's lie. If we do that, you already know how serious of a situation that'll put us in. Oh yeah. All I can do now is pray that those items reach us in time.
But didn't you just say that you always meet your clients? Yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients for whom a meeting is simply not possible. But didn't you meet your clients this time? No, I did not. Oh, come now. Stop with this game of cat and mouse. Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me. Alright then, just cough it up and confess! Mr. Wright, you can't badger a witness with such harsh words! You're a lawyer, so behave like 100% evidence instead of mildly yelling! Now then, do you have any proof that Mr. Killer met with his client? I don't have any proof. I'm sorry, Your Honor, unfortunately I don't have any. I see. Your line of question was just another waste of time. Sorry for us, Your Honor. That is the nature of right and wrong. That is the nature of right and wrong. Two or three other things? Yes. And what were these other things? A few other things that have nothing to do with this case. What should I do? Should I let him slide with that? It'd be really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way and he got mad. Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide. Mr. Attorney? Yes? Everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client. Which is why I want to know what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own clients? That's... I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one... Wait! Uh-oh. This is looking really bad. This shouldn't press my luck. Alright, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing? It is. Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs your client requested were. If it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine. The bear figurine? After the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing. And where was that figurine? It was inside Mr. Karita's suitcase. And then, what did you do next? I handed it over to my client right away. You gave it to your clients? Interesting. This information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony. As you wish. One of these was to find the bear figurine and to give it to Adrian Andrews. We found this figurine at Mr. Ungar's mansion. If you gave it to Miss Andrews, then what was it doing there? I was waiting for her there. That was also part of the plan to frame Mr. Ungar, I am sure. That makes a lot of sense. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any problems with this piece of testimony? There's a contradiction. So the killer says he gave the figurine to Miss Andrews. But I know somewhere In that statement, there's a contradiction. And yet, I know that if I present something trivial here, he will cut the connection on his end. If you want to make a strong point, Phoenix, you have to present strong evidence. She's right. So now what, Dr. Wright? Think it over again. No use. As long as I can't put my finger on such a problem here. Resisting this witness anymore will be extremely dangerous. It appears that Mr. Wright has no problem. So well then, witness, please continue. Yeah. Shelley to Killer. If you had really given the bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it. This item? I see where you're going. Yep, that's where I'm going. Where is everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase? Well, I'm going somewhere in about 2 weeks, so... Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. No, I was gonna burn it. For her sake. If even for a single minute, this bread had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands. I'm sure you want to take the suicide note out and burn it! Order! 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 So that's where you two were going? So, by the very fact that the suicide note was still inside the bear, it tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle. Which means... It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client! Aha! Order! 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 Mr. Phoenix Wright! I'm sure I mentioned this before. How I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement. No, that's not. That's enough. Oh my god, the transceiver's jumping on his own. If that is your only intention, then there's only one thing for me to do. Oh wait, oh shit, you better not, you better not. Oh, wait, please. Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to. No, please, not that. Please wait. Okay, don't take too long. We're coming to the end. Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end, and have I stay my hand. Otherwise... What in the... Mr. Wright? Are you... Oh, God. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. I didn't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough? Well, we should... Edgeworth, we can't do this! If we keep this up! So... Prosecution... What has come over everyone? Even you are... The prosecution... rests. What is going on around here? The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor. Ah! What the fuck? Oh god. Okay. Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that is the case, then even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. the Killer's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelly the Killer's client is Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? If I end the trial right here, right now, then your client, Matt on guard, will be declared innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews will be charged with murder. Miss Andrews? Be charged with murder? Prosecution has no further questions, so now we will hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt on guard, to the stand. The items from the killer's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out. I can't believe it. The outcome now lies in your hands. Dude, did the old guy finally decide? To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear that you are innocent. Ha! Oh boy. So, I guess the old fuddy-duddy figured me out. Mr. On Guard? What an atrocious liar I have! Giving his own client up like this! And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap! It's just as atrocious, don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer? Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life? You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? But if I did that, Maya will die! But if I say he's innocent, then Miss Andrews will be charged as the murderer. Do I say he's guilty, or not guilty? No, I can't. Look, I have a choice I make. Someone's life is gonna end. All hinges on what I choose. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. If the person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews, then your client, Mr. Matt on Guard, is innocent. There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer's gonna say what I want, aren't you? Right. I can't do this. I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my eyes. My client, Matt on Guard, is... Okay. Alright. If I say not guilty, then I'm doing something very wrong. But, if I say guilty, then I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah. Most of me, if not all of me, is saying I should press guilty. Yeah, I should go guilty. Look. Look, it's not only Adrian Andrews being charged with murder. It's also the fact that On Guard could keep running amok, you know? Just... He's collaborating with Shelly the Killer, right? He could keep doing that. And Shelly the Killer He looks like John Doe. No, he is John Doe. John Doe is Shelley the Killer. You saw the court record. On guard's butler. Definitely. If I say not guilty, they're gonna run amok. But I do have the feeling, I can't 100% confirm this, but I feel like there's gonna be some Deus Ex Machina type shit. Because too many times one of those has to happen. Hey, it happened in the last case of the first game where Larry Butts objected to Edgeworth's innocence. You know what? Alright, y'all. The moment of truth. Just save the game beforehand. So I think we'll be fine. You know what? Actually, before I do it, I feel like another part of me is telling me that saying not guilty will lead to a bad ending. Well, of course it will. Because before I knew about this, I saw Who Is This Gets video. Actually, I only saw the thumbnail. And by watching snippets of it, it was this creepy bad ending series. And just by seeing snippets of it, I could see that it was Justice for All, a game that I had not played yet. Well, back then. Now I have played it at this point. I feel like... You know what? I'm not going to stall any longer. My client, Matt on guard, is... We are waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright! Oh my god. Matt on guard, your client deserves an answer! Maya. I'm sorry. Man on guard is... Oh! Holy shit! On guard! Von Karma! Francisca Von Karma! What are you doing? Ow! You see now, don't you? Mr. Phoenix, right? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off of that scruffy fool. Did you bring them? The final pieces? Do you have them? You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy. He's fine, and his injuries are minor. Oh, thank God. All of the items are inside this. What a filthy old coat this is. That's Gumshoes. I can spot his tattered rags anywhere. I apologize for its ugliness, but there was nothing else to wrap the items in. I fought long and hard this whole trial. All for what is inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat. Inside that filthy goddamned coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence. Your final evidence? This is fucking it. Well, this trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial. No, come on! No, we came this far! Come on! What?
Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence, down to the last. I request that Miss Von Karma be allowed to present each piece of evidence.
I suppose you are right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will not be accepted by this court. Now, Miss Von Karma, if you please.
These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during his escape from the police.
He must have been in quite a rush.
Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence.
Somewhere among the evidence.
Among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn this whole situation around. Like a miracle. I'm sure of it.
That is all we can hope for.
The first item is a pistol. Does the killer's pistol have anything to do with this case? Well, I don't think more details are needed. I'm pretty sure there was no gun involved in this case. There was not. There's no real benefit to hearing about it. Please present the next piece of evidence. One of the items retrieved from the killer's hideout. Nothing else is known. The second piece of evidence is this videotape. Videotape? But the killer took that from Unguard Mansion. Alright, we saved at this point. Let's question that. Have you checked the contents of that tape? Unfortunately, there was no time to. Oh, yeah. But I would speculate that this tape is very important.
Why would you say that?
Because he came back to his hideout for it. The killer went back for it? That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow, it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Shelly the killer is no ordinary man. One of the the killer finally tried to recover it. Contents unknown. The last piece of evidence is this bellboy's uniform. Is that a uniform from the Gatewater Hotel? Yes. Question for more. Was that used during the crime? I am almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets. There's no doubt about it. The killer was wearing this on the night of the murder. There is one thing I've found interesting about this uniform. And what is that? There is a button missing on this uniform. Oh. A button? It's a very unique button. I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue. One of its special buttons is missing. That is all I have to present, Your Honor. It is just as I thought. And what is that, Your Honor?
I'm sure, were we under normal circumstances, these items from Shelly the Killer's hideout would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing.
It is who is the client.
Yes, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that.
Oh, God.
Thank you for your hard work, Miss Von Karma. You may step down now.
No, come on, not like this. Yeah, hold it. Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine this new evidence.
Overruled.
Oh, God.
This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Hold on. Hmm. Sorry. Alright, yes, we have to know about the gun. Does that pistol have any relation to this case? We have yet to perform a ballistics test, so I can't say anything for certain. However, I believe it has something to do with this case. Well, at least with me. Huh? That's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it? That's what I believe, yes. Oh. I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento. I'm sure it will be an excellent sample for the test. So that's the pistol that was used to shoot Francisca. It's probably not going to help us very much. Yes, definitely. These items from sure. However, our question is not who did the killing, it's who is the client. Yes, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Von Karma. You may step down now. Wait, Your Honor! Please allow me to examine this new evidence. Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict. Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he? Is this the end? Phoenix. I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there? I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. But you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far. You can't give up now. But no matter how you think about it, it's try. For my sake. Just think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of the situation for us. 2! The first. Make on guard wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict. Huh? The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Vanguard himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go. That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible. Second way. Force the killer to end his contract with Vanguard. If the killer were to no longer think of Vanguard as his client, then he will let Maya go. Mia, that's even more impossible! He is a man who values his duty towards his clients above all else. I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first. But if you could make either one happen, it would truly be a miracle. Look, the bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them. Phoenix, think things through from the other side. Isn't that what has always worked for us? The other side? Wait, you mean to turn things around? Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it? The person who needs the evidence. The defense, prosecution, and the judge. We have seen all the pieces of evidence, and that is how we have come to know the truth. But there is one person who has yet to see them all. And that person does not know the truth. That truth, it may be what will bring about the miracle in the end. There are no objections this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict.
Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids? Not this time.
I have already told you, Mr. Wright. This court does not need any more evidence.
I am not saying it is us that needs the evidence, Your Honor.
Then you want to show the evidence to that person?
Well, yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, for you to ask with such passion, I will grant you one chance.
One chance.
Please show your evidence to who you think is the right person.
That's impossible. Turn the situation around in one try.
One try. That is all I will permit.
I have to try to remember everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix. Think! There must be a way to save Maya while taking on guard down at the same time.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time.
Alright, this is it. This is a moment of truth. I can't fuck this up. Although, I already saved multiple times, so I can fuck this up and then I can try again.
Who would you like to show evidence to?
I'm not so sure about this. I'm not. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna fucking do it. It's now or never.
I see. And now, tell this court what one piece of evidence you would like to show this person. Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth?
Did I fuck up? I don't have anything to say to this.
How about you, Miss Von Karma?
Well, I was just shot, so...
Did I fuck up?
Alright. Oh! Alright. Alright. I would like to show evidence to Shelly the killer.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think there is some merit in showing this evidence to that witness.
Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier.
Alright, it looks like I managed to convince him. I guess I had it. Alright. Alright, Mr. the Killer. Maya, she's okay, right? Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, look, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence. Yes, one is all I need. One! Just one! One! I have your videotape. It was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back. That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my clients.
I was told to protect that videotape. I thought so. I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard. Do you know the contents of this tape? I was sternly told by my client to not watch it. So I have absolutely no idea. Actually, you are on this tape. Me? There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Your actions were being recorded. What? Is that true? Mr. Wright? Who was it that planted a camera? Well, the only person who could have placed a camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally. That was Adrian Andrews. Be quiet and listen, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Your client specified a place and time for you. Isn't that right? Yes. That was so they could film you. I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my clients do such a thing? I would like to know why. Why did Matt on Guard film the crime scene? Why did Matt on Guard film the crime scene? The reason why he did that is my ticket out of this whole mess. There's only one reason why your client would secretly film the crime scene. They... You're still here? Alright. Oh. Considering he forced Juan and Celeste out of their marriage, I think it only points to one reason. This reason. This reason only. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone. Least of all assassins. Come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay. Even blackmail him if I want. Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Shelly the Killer? It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning. Yes, by a natural. That is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your clients. I have one question for the witness. Yes, you're back. You're back. You missed too much. You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all. Yes, that's right. But what if that traitor was your own client? What would you do then? Yeah, it will be in the VOD. That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then, that client would become my next target. Ooh. For the honor of the killer name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment. Damn. I see.
That's all I wanted to know. So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Ah! I get it! This is how we'll turn this case around! Mr. Wright? Yes? My contract with my clients is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. Let's save in this file. Seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious item. What the? I'm not an item! Maya. I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness! Oh, thank goodness! This trial appears to have come to its conclusion. However, I'm sort of... Look, I don't quite know what just happened there with Ah! Miss Von Karma! Miss Von Karma, where did that... Wait, did that come from Edgeworth? She always has you in her sights. I was confused. Okay. Now, I do believe it is time to finally hand down a verdict. We got you. Mr. On guard? It looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You have finally received the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy. But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video. No way in hell! Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please. Is this alright with you, Mr. Wright? Is this? Is this now? We have finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there is no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Plead whichever way your heart tells you. Right, Chief. All right. I think... Yeah. We'll be good. You know what? Man on guard. Even though I'm a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here. Me? My wonderful self? Guilty! Even if you got an acquittal, the instant you set foot outside the detention center, your life will be in danger. No matter which way you look at it. You can't run away from your crimes anymore! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit, he ripped his skin off. As always, it looks like we have uncovered the, real truth. The real truth.
I guess. We? I don't remember you helping out much in this. Yeah, you did not. You stupid ass judge. We need a new judge. We seriously need a new judge. Mr. Edgeworth, how was Matt on guard? I have left Miss Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. Yeah. On guard is best left in the hands of her. Definitely Von Karma. I'm sure he's getting a full course meal of whipped leather right about now. Yep, definitely. Ah, very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Yes. I plan to pay my debt to society for my own crime, Your Honor. The first time I was called to the witness stand during this trial, all I felt was despair. She must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. I guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did. This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. Damn. But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself for who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I'd finally been saved. Wow. This is the first time I've ever seen her smile. Honest to goodness. I am really happy that you two were in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself. With who I am. Thanks so much, everyone. You know what? There's my girl. It looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about. But everyone seems to be in good spirits. And that is good enough for me. That is all. This court is adjourned. Hooray. And this trial took 7 hours to complete. 5:14 p.m. You were great out there, Phoenix. What I did out there was right, wasn't it? This is the first time you've not gotten your client off. You got them a guilty verdict this time. But, you have to look past all of that to what's really important. You now realize that there is something more than just getting a not guilty, right? Well, yes. I understand now. Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life? My client, Matt on guard, is... Yeah, holy shit. I couldn't really... That took a while to decide on that, but I knew Matt was guilty. Hey, we all knew that. Is he guilty? Or is he not guilty? Those were your choices then. And your answer... Your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you. Right! You're definitely guilty. Edgeworth. I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody. Oh, really? Oh, Pearls, you're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, she's quite safe. She is on her way here as we speak in a patrol car.
Ah, the Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya saved! You did it! You really did it, Mr. Nick! Ow, she punches deceptively hard for a kid.
So is that how you celebrate Pearls? She's definitely traumatized? Oh, you mean Maya? Yeah, definitely. I believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her. Thanks. Oh! What's wrong? Miss Von Karma. About earlier, thanks. Ow! Why are you still smiling? Mr. Phoenix, right? You lost! Your perfect win record has now been crushed! And yet, you are still happy? I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma. Oh, how dare you! Look, don't worry. She may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago. Edgeworth? For my own personal victories, and for guilty verdicts. She has a whip. No, please don't mention that. I used every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remains spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner, and tasted my first defeat. It felt like I had lost everything because of that. And then... it was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. And I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened, so I left the prosecutor's office. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. As well you should have. The prosecutor who ashamed himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die. Oh my god, that's heartless. But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And it was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change. What foolish nonsense. We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant. But every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well. What? You trusted your enemy? It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is to fight with the knowledge we hold and everything we have. Erasing the paradoxes one by one, it's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch. But we will always eventually reach that one single truth. This I promise you. I don't know. I think are we still rivals at this point? No, I'd say we're on good terms right now. I'd say we are. This I promise you. The truth. Yes. That's the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist. But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, right? Look, that's why you couldn't forgive me. This man who went into hiding. Isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory, who ran away into the night. Is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick? Jeez. You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me. Oh, fuck. All those years ago.
And you betrayed your own words. That's why, 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that the Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least, that's what I told myself. You pathetic fool! I think I'm starting to hate you again. Miss Von Karma? I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. Oh, fuck you! Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you. You are an idiot. Ha 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 ha. Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. Fuck off. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over. Francisco threw something on the ground just now. This is an electromagnetic receiver. Isn't that the thing she used to track Detective Gumshoe? I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else. Ah! Isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip? Mommy! Mommy! I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action. You should keep this, right? Okay. Nick! Maya! Maya! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Oh, Nick, I knew you would come through. You got on guard convicted, like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me. Well, of course I did. You know I would never desert you. Now I'm getting Vietnam flashbacks. But we sure pressed our luck this trial. You're really lucky to be standing here. Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Pearly. Maya wearing Pearl's clothes. Oh, I wonder how that would go. Is it really that easy to do something like that? Yeah, I'm sure they do. Yeah, definitely. Thanks a lot, Nick. Hey, don't mention it. Maya. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm relieved you're alright. Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago. If she called him Phoenix, maybe once, maybe just once. I don't know. It was a year ago. And she's hungry. Well, of course she's hungry. All right. I think it's time we got out of this depressing place. Huh? Where are we going? Well, food, Nick. Food! Grub! Chow! I am starved! I'm so hungry, even you look like a nice juicy burger on a bun to me, Nick. Oh god. Well, there's a Vor scenario if I ever saw one. You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib, at least. Well, come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please. If you insist. Alright. So how about we head up our usual burger joint? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? This case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet food. So I decided that we have to make it up by having another feast.
Another feast? Come on, Nick! Food! Oh. March 23rd, 7:38 p.m. Gatewater Hotel lobby. Oh, hey, pal. Sorry to keep you guys. Oh, geez. Okay, your head is all messed up. But whatever. You lived. Hey, pal. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Gumshoe, are you all right? Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. Oh, and your jacket's off. Oh, you look weird without your jacket, but yeah, whatever. What can you do? Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit a telephone pole of all things. That. Are you serious? A telephone pole? It wasn't a red light that got him? You did it again, city boy. I felt like my dear old heart was gonna give out on me, and I ain't joking. Yeah, it was more exciting than the very last episode of The Steel Samurai. Thanks. Now look here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. Don't you reckon you're bullying Mr. Right too hard? If you don't start being a lot nicer to him, he just might kick it. Tonight even. Oh my god, what is she thinking? I'll keep that in mind. Well, come on now, everyone gather round. Y'all gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer. Looks like Lotta bought herself a new camera. Well, pal, at least we can put this messy kiss behind us now. Come on, tonight's all about eating, so let's go chat out, pal. Amen to that, pal. Amen. You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, detective. Huh? Me? You really think so? He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending. Oh, well, you know, it's... Huh? Wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. 4? 4? What? 4? Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket. There was a 4th item? Oh, come on, y'all, it's over. But whoo, boy, I tell you, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped, never a dull moment with you, huh? What do you think? Why does she look so happy about that? But being shut away for 2 whole days. Weren't you scared? Yeah, it was really scary. Well, I felt so hopeless. So, to keep my mind off of things, I drew a picture. Sounds like you had it rough, gal. So where's this picture of yours? Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mr. Kamaya's picture. You know, I don't know where it went. Oh, that's too bad. Well, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway. Sure, it's nice to finally see them both smiling again. Oh, hold on. Oh boy. You know what time it is. Huh? What is it, Edgeworth? This thing is picking something up. Ah! That's Miss Von Karma's receiver! Thanks to her, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir! I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me! Oh god. What the fuck? That's odd. Even though you're standing right here. Look, the tracking device seems to be in a different location. Oh. It's probably busted or something, sir. Well, it doesn't matter. Look, I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do. Huh? But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't eaten anything yet. You haven't even eaten anything yet. And you've eaten way too much, you glutton. Oh, shut up, Nick. Well, I had fun tonight. Now, if you'll excuse me. Alright, see you, Edgy. Wait, hold on. What? I just wanted to say... Thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there. If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right? I feel like words alone aren't enough here. I wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I feel. This. What's this? What is this? Oh, you can't stay up any longer? Oh, okay. Well, good night, Ren. Thanks for being here. What's this? Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You and her. You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job. It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick. Hey, Mr. Kamaya? Huh? Yes, Pearly? I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right? Oh, jeez. You and Mr. Nick, I mean. Pearly! Would you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me! Anyway. So, who's paying for this lovely dinner party? As if you need to ask. Everyone say, thank you to Nick! Oh, God! Huh? Yeah. I'm kind of at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal. So I gotta already put your name on the bill. Huh? Huh? Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. There's this camera shop in this hotel, see? And I just bought myself this good old beauty here. It better be anyhow for $3,000. Huh? 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 Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all. Ha 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 ha! Isn't this great, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Nick. Alright, look. If I had a nickel for every time that the bill was pinned on Nick at the end of the game, I would have 2 nickels. Which is not that much, but it's really strange that it happened twice. Yeah, Nick. He's gonna scream in agony. Why do I suddenly feel like screaming? And how did you know what the hell I was thinking, Nick? Oh, you don't need to hold back now, you hear? Yeah, pal. Time to let it all out. This is gonna be the first time I hear the real you. Hold on. I think I got the right thing. Alright, but I am ready to do it. Go on. It's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage and all. Come on, Nick, you can do it. Alright then, if you say so. Well then. You really came through for me, Nick. I had to hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately. I mean, I've escaped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? You feel like a pro. Yeah. Yeah. Tatsuro Iwamoto. I'm so happy that you could save Mr. Kamaya, Mr. Nick. And I'm so happy for the 2 of you. Speaking of which, I think this hotel is a popular place for honeymooners. So I sort of made reservations for the 2 of you, just in case. Oh, god damn it. Come on. She still thinks that. But how can you get mad at her? How can you? Hello, pal. It looks like I'm back on the force again. Mr. Edgeworth had a long talk with the chief, and he got me reinstated for my sake. I heard he said things like, letting that one go is bad for all society.
I knew it! Crashing headlong to everything is the only way to live, pal. Yeah. I guess, I don't know. Oh, damn. What a fucking game. Crazy game! Maggie! I, Maggie Bird, am retiring in this uniform as of today, sir. I'm gonna be a waitress from now on. And bring smiles and joy to the people who come by the restaurant, sir! I hope to stop by sometime, Mr. Wright. Best of luck to you, Maggie. Spelled E-Y, not I-E. Don't get it wrong, damn it. Oh, God. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? I'm Director Hottie. Recently, yes, that girl, you know. I haven't seen her around, yes. But I remember, if I even laid so much as an eye on her, it would go, it doesn't matter if I got ripped through. Yes. Bro, he is so horny. Next. It's time to begin our quest of world circus domination, sweetie. And to let the world know we are serious, I plan to make a fabulous flight to Zimbabwe. Hey Max, what do you think Zimbabwe is like? Do you think there are castles made out of cake and bunnies who can talk? I think if any talking bunnies, even they won't laugh at Mo's jokes. Yeah, fuck Mo. Fuck Mo! Screw Mo! Definitely. And here's Mo. I'm ready! I'm ready! There's no way these jokes are gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm gonna be more contemporary with my humor. Mel Carroll! Present! We got a new act all worked out. Prep for the Hallelujah chorus. Say something, will you? You're supposed to start this off. Get on with it. Oh my god. Jesus. Man, that case was so dumb. Why did I even go through with it? Oh jeez. Oh, back here. What's this? This is an ordinary electric razor recharging on the sand. I can't believe this. Really? How long do they plan on making me do this? But it's Angie Pro's idea, so that means it must have a deep hidden meaning. Oh god, but why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me, would they? Don't ramble really fast, please. I was never like this in the old days. Everyone thought the world of me. They used to call me Queen Wendy and treat me like the world. Let's go feel the pain in my heel. Let's go feel the burn. And speaking of burn, play with fire is very dangerous because that's the warehouse where they stored the series burner right down to the huge thing now. I got almost all of that. Jesus. Oh man. Just why? Why? Why does she have to ramble on and on like that? I appreciate everything you and Mr. Edgeworth did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right. I received a letter from Miss Von Karma. She said after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. I'm really thankful to have met everyone. There's my girl. It has become difficult for me in this country as of late. As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If you would like to request my services, please be sure to visit my homepage. May we both be blessed with longevity. Rip. And, oh jeez, actually broke it down. Seriously though, he has a homepage, he has a webpage. Well then, I wonder how that'll go. March 23rd, 9:42 a.m. No, 9:42 p.m. Sorry. International departures, gate 12. Where are you going, Francisca? How did you know I was here? With this. That's... I heard you were planning things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example. Huh. That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy, drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage.
But it's going in the trash, I promise you that. Oh my god. Oh, come on now. Why? Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. 4 things? It seems he put the last one in his coat pocket. He put it in here? It doesn't matter anymore. It's already over. Okay, what are you gonna do now? Okay, I don't think we're ever gonna know what the hell's in that coat pocket. And I don't think we ever will. What are you gonna do now? That's none of your business. Are you running away? Shut up! You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Karma's daughter. Francisca. So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. And failure? Such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius. There's no doubt about that. But me. Well, I'm no genius. I've always known that. But I had to be one. I had to. You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be. No, I'm not. Not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away. Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right. So this means we're playing as Edgeworth in this moment? You knew something like this would happen, didn't you? I'm gonna say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip. You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked on ahead without me. Miles Edgeworth. I've always hated you. Oh my god. What's this all of a sudden? And then, finally, my chance to take my revenge on you has arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge. I see. You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today. I believe you can. Just like how Adrian Andrews did. Adrian Andrews? You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics. Isn't that right? Huh. Today, you chased after me after I had left you behind all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you are going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Francisca von Karma. Oh my god. Holy shit.
I am Francisco von Karma. Don't think I'm gonna walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now. So you had better prepare yourself. Miles Edgeworth. Phoenix Wright. One day. Someday. I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you. I'll take good care of this fourth piece. So I can give it to you when at last we meet again. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry, I had to capture that. The damn card. Holy shit. Game's over. Yep. Oh man, what a roller coaster that was. Like, holy shit. Well, that's justice for all. That was well, I think by the end of finishing this trilogy, I think I'll have the most nostalgia playing the first game. It was like the one I played the most times. But I don't know. It was like the first time finishing Justice for All, you know? I really don't know. You know? It was a pretty good game. Yeah, it's pretty good. Solid entry into... Very solid entry into the Ace Attorney franchise, and, yeah, that's all I have to say about it. So... Yeah, I'm currently finding someone to raid right now, so, yeah, I guess we'll start on Trials and Tribulations tomorrow. Now who are we gonna raid? Who are we gonna raid? I am looking. I'm thinking, I don't know. Hmm. Let's raid, I'm thinking we raid Hanana this time. She has raided us before. She is currently playing It Takes Two with Natsu right now. So yeah. Yeah, that was about it this time around. I'll be back tomorrow. Trials and Tribulations. You know the drill. Yeah. You really believe we just went through all that? Yeah, I can't either. But, yeah. How much time did it take to... No, I'll check after. Well, yeah. That's it this time around. So, thanks for hanging out. And a big cheers to you for watching. Well, good night. There'll be more Callous Nights. Yeah, I don't know what to say at this point. This case really got to me. Anyways.